Puri Jagannath Temple is a holy pilgrimage site that the devout must certainly visit during this Kali Yuga. This temple is known as the White Pagoda. Puri Jagannath Temple is unique in many ways. It is important that we know about the distinct characteristics. The temple darshan and rituals are unique. The idol is unique. There is nothing similar to this anywhere else in the world. This temple is truly one of a kind. This is a journey that Moksha had undertaken, keeping the inimitable qualities of the temple in mind. Moksha is in the Puri Jagannath Temple in Orissa as part of Navaratri Ananda Yatra. This is an opportunity to speak about each one of the unique characteristics of this temple. It is important that we know, speak and to imbibe the greatness of Puri Jagannath Temple. Puri Jagannath Temple. Jagannathan here is Mahavishnu, Sri Krishna himself. But Sri Krishna is present here in a very different and unique form. The temple religiously sticks to and protects its rituals and ways of worship and functioning. Therefore, it is important that every devotee who enters the temple understands the ways of functioning of the temple. Moksha brings to you Puri Jagannath Temple. Puri Jagannath Temple. The sites in and around the temple, ways of worship, the everyday rituals of flying the flag, the kitchen in this temple, the nivedyam served on different days during different times of the day, pujas. There are so many things that we can talk about. But this video chooses to focus on one most important aspect. The main Srikovil or Sanctum Sanctorum of the temple. This is called Ratnavedi. This is where the principal deity resides. Today we will be focusing on Ratnavedi. The idol of Puri Jagannath Temple is made out of wood. The idols are called Daru Brahmam. Daru means made out of wood. There are three main idols carved out of wood. These are the three idols that resides at Ratnavedi. We need to understand how the stories of faith about Ratnavedi at Puri Jagannath Temple have evolved. For that, we need to travel to the time of Savara king, Vishwavasu. Savara king Vishwavasu was also said to be a Gotra leader or an aboriginal king. He worshipped Nila Madhavan of the Nila Parvatam. He was worshipped Narasimhamurti also. The king's devotion to Nila Madhavan was immense, and the power of Nila Madhavan were spoken about even in Devalokam. A king named Indradhumnan wanted to have a darshan of Nila Madhavan. He knew with certainty that it was not possible since the Gotra king Vishwavasu worshipped Nila Madhavan in secret in the Nila Parvata. No one knew the way to that land. Indradhumnan arranged for one of his advisors, a Brahman named Vidyapati, to find out where Nila Madhavan was being worshipped. Vidyapati went straight to King Vishwavasu's assembly. Soon he became a favorite there because of his learning and his knowledge. He went on to marry Vishwavasu's daughter Lalita. Thereafter, he constantly put pressure on his wife, asking her to tell her father that he wanted to have a glimpse of Nila Madhavan. Finally, the king agreed. But he said Vidyapati would be blindfolded on the path to Nila Parvata. Thus, a blindfolded Vidyapati who was sent by Indradhumnan was taken to Nila Parvata. Vidyapati carried some mustard seeds with him. All along the way, he scattered those seeds. After reaching Nila Parvatam, the blinds were removed and he had the good fortune to see Nila Madhavan. After getting back, Vidyapati informed King Indradyumnan that if he traces the path of the mustard seeds that Vidyapati had strewn, it would lead him to Nilaparvata. This was a land where there was no mustard cultivation. So it would not be difficult to find the trail to mustard plants. So it was not be difficult to find the trail of mustard plants. Indradyumnan followed the trail and reached Nilaparvata. Just as he thinks he will see Nilamadhavan disappears. One legend says that all the gods together took away Nilamadhavan to heaven. Indradyumnan was deeply disappointed. As he stood there, a voice alone reached him. It was that of Nilamadhavan. Build a grand temple for Nilamadhavan. When you stand on the seashore, wood with which you must build the idol will come floating to you. This wood will have a special fragrance. Build the idol with this wood. Thus, Indradyumnan found a suitable location by the sea to build the temple. He made all the necessary preparation to construct the temple. Vishwakarma, in guise of a very aged sculptor, appeared. He said that he would build the idol. But he insisted that no one should disturb or call him or open the door of the room in which he is working. But even after a long time had passed, there was no evidence to show that the sculptor was progressing with his work. There was not even any sign of work going on behind the closed doors. This made the queen agitated. She worried whether everything was all right. She was afraid that the old man had died. Her anxiety increased and she persuaded the king to open the door. Finally, the king gave in to her wishes and the door was opened. The sight that awaited the king was that of the 3 Daru idols. Work on them was not yet complete. The Vishwakarma was missing. The king said that now it was not possible to finish work on these idols and that they should be installed as they were. The 3 idols in Ratnavedi are those of Balram, Subhadra and Sri Krishna as Jagannath. When we look at the idols, the one on the left is Balram, the small idol Subhadra. Jagannath is black in color and his eyes are special. It was God's wish that it was how the idols should be consecrated. The idols are all work in progress. Subhadra does not even have hands and legs. This is how the idols in Jagannath Puri are different from those anywhere else. The 3 main idols of Ratnavedi are Balram, white in color, the small idol that of the sister Subhadra Devi and the big black idol Jagannatha. So far we have spoken about Ratnavedi in Puri Jagannath Temple and its uniqueness. The 3 idols that we spoke about are Balram, Subhadra and Jagannath. But there is another very important idol as well. This is Sudarshana. Su means good and Darshanam means vision. This presence is right behind the Jagannath idol. These together form the 4 Murtis in this Ratnavedi. There are several more idols in Ratnavedi. The idols of Sridevi and Bhudevi are situated on either side of Jagannatha. This is similar to Sridevi and Bhudevi that we find on either side of Vishnu in Kerala temples. In addition to this, there is an idol called Vishwadhatri. Vishwadhatri is a Devi concept. Vishwa means the earth and Dhatri is who serve the earth. Then we have Neelamadhavan. It was the story of Neelamadhavan that was narrated in the beginning. Neelamadhavan is the original idol here. Only if we pay careful attention will we be able to see Neelamadhavan. It is only during festivals that we will be able to catch a glimpse of Neelamadhavan. So, we see that there are so many idols in Jagannath Puri. This video speaks only about the idols of Ratnavedi in Puri Jagannath Temple. But there is a lot more to say about the rituals, history, idols, Nivedyam and legends of this temple. Moksha will be bringing you more. Do stay tuned. Namaste.